It's me, Notorious Monk, and I'm back today with another video about law of attraction, everyone's favorite topic, because we like the power that we have access to. We know that we can be or have anything that we want, and we know that it's just a simple application of the laws of the universe. You know, the laws of the universe are just so interesting because they never lie. You can't fake your vibration. You can use words, you can say pretty words, but you can't fake your vibration. So that's what we're really going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the fact that what you want is a vibrational reality. It truly is. And it's so much of a reality that you're the only one who can go in there and perceive it. And the easiest way that we know how to do that is just be happy anyways, because you can do all the process, and at the end of the day, you like manifestation, and we don't want to talk you out of manifestation. We know for a fact that that's what you came for, but you have to get the cart before the horse. You have to know how to apply the laws of the universe, and the only way that, not the only way, but the true power really comes in. The true power that you can experience as a creator is changing how you feel in this moment. Literally, it's like changing your outfit. It's like you can change how you feel, but someone will say, but how can I change how I feel if what I'm seeing is poverty? If what I'm seeing is my bank account, I'm in poverty. If I'm seeing no food on the table, if I'm seeing my body not the way I want it to look, but what if I see things that I don't want? How can I be happy then? And we're like, well, you have to realize that what you want, life causes you to ask, and it causes a vibration of reality to become, and your inner being is there in that vibration of reality, and it's literally feeding you everything that it knows, and that you can't see the whole picture because there's too much resistance. You have too much resistance on your path, so you have to trust your inner being. You have to take it on trust and faith. But you know the laws of the universe. You're not basic at this. You're quite incredibly attuned to your vibration and how you feel. You care about how you feel. So we say, well, now just feel good about your desire. That's the most advanced sort of understanding of everything, because you have to understand what you're offering. Your point of attraction equals your vibration, and because your point of attraction equals your vibration, whatever you vibrate, you get a match back from the law of attraction. And so what's more leading edge than that? What's more leading edge than the fact that I can change how I feel? And when I change how I feel, I change what I'm getting, basically what I'm manifesting. Or like, talk about moment to moment manifestation. Talk about a happy life, a happy journey, a happy destination, a happy path, a happy journey. Because you know what? You're over here and you're like, well, I don't see it. So I have to see it first and then I'll believe it. We're saying, well, you can see it, but you can't see it with your eyes. You can see with the emotion. Because here's the thing, you can manifest it right now, because and here's the thing, it's not because it's not being given to you, it's because you can't see it, because you can't see your manifestation. So it's like we're literally trying to get you attuned to the vibration of it. So what we say, like, well, talk about why you want it, because when you talk about why you want it, you're more pure in your frequency. So when you talk about why you want it, you literally open this vortex, and this out of the vortex an impulse comes into your mind. That's actually how it works. That's why we say, like, timing doesn't matter, because if you ever want to worry about timing, always remember your desires are 99% already completed. So all you have to do is just catch the ball now. All you have to do is let it pop into your mind. But you know what's interesting is that you understand the why. Like, okay, I'm gonna talk about why I want it. But even in talking about why you want it, do you know what happens? You start to be like, well, you start to say things like, I'm on the brink of it. I really feel who I am. I feel that it's coming. I feel it. And it sounds good. And maybe sometimes you're even inspired to say things like that. But from those statements, the vibrational root of it, or like the real thing that's really active in those words, is the fact that it's not here yet. It's like it's almost like you're trying to tell yourself that it's coming, and because it's absent right now. So you're trying to soothe the fact that it's not here yet. But we want you to look at the absence of what you want and not even be phased, because you're so phased by reality. Isn't that interesting? Because reality is so real. Because you know what's interesting? If you just felt good about your desire and you just left it at that, then it would manifest so fast. And you know what's funny is that even when you think you're doing that, if what you want doesn't come on the heels of all of your feeling good, you're steadily feeling good, you're trendingly feeling good, then it's not like you're not doing it wrong, but you're doing something with your vibration that you don't want to own up to, because you're not because you feel shame around it, but it's because you're like, I can create anything that I want. I can be or have anything that I want. And so you have like this idea that you can assert things into your reality. You have this idea of control over your vibration that, not like it doesn't exist, but it's not how you knew it to be, because how you feel literally tells you. So when you say things like, oh, it's so close, how does that feel like? It feels almost like angst. It feels like, oh, it's like, yeah, it's coming. It doesn't feel fun. It doesn't feel like think about like it's coming versus saying something like, oh, like, you know, like, it's a done deal, it's done, it's ready. Like, oh, that felt different, right? And like, so let's clean that up. So imagine you're like, because you're on the brink of something else that do you know that you're on the brink of $1 billion all the freaking time? Because it's true, because nothing is that far away from you. It's not about physical proximity, it's about channels, it's about vibrational proximity. So It's all about emotion. So when you're talking about why I want to talk about, I want it because I want the billions of dollars. I want the YouTube channel. I want the book because it's going to be so fun. It's going to be so easy. It's going to feel like flow. It's going to be fun. It's going to feel bliss. It's going to feel good. And you feel like how you feel the vibration and its essence. Like, do you feel it? Like you can feel it. And we're telling you, like, it's almost like if you leave it at that and you don't talk about like, oh, when's it going to come? Because that, you know what's funny? Like, that's the number one thing that really screws you over it. Because it's like, because you think, oh, this is what we really want to say, is that you think that you can speed your manifestations up, and the more you speed up, the more you're able to see it. So like, you're like, well, I can throw it into my reality, I can assert it into my reality, because now I'm in this place of power. Now I'm in this place of power, and in being in the place of power, I can assert things into my reality. Like, I can use my grit, I can use like this ray gun of alignment and shoot into my reality everything that I want. But you can't be a channel hopper. There's no true quantum leaps that you can take that don't require an emotional like bridge. That's the thing. Everything requires an emotional bridge. So literally, basically, it all comes down to, you just have to feel good about your desire. So think about it. Imagine you've been wanting a YouTube channel. Imagine you've been trying to write a book for like 10 years, and you're like, how can I feel good about this is desire? Because even when you think about it, well, okay, I'm gonna just I feel good about this book, and then how you really feel pops up. You activate all the resistance, and you're like, well, I don't feel good about this. When is it gonna come? When is it gonna come? It's been so long. Like, is this it? Like, is this what's gonna take me all the way over there? Like, this is the moment. Because you even have thoughts like that. Like, this is the moment. Like, yes, it's happening. It's all gonna happen now. But we're like, absence. Because you know what's crazy? When your manifestation really comes, and you're on the heels of it, and it pops into your experience, you're not telling people like, yeah, it's coming. I can feel it. I'm on the brink of it. You're like, nah, like, you're over it. It's logical. That's why it's not far-fetched. It just seems natural to you. So that's how we want you to get used to. We want you to realize that your life is meant to be good, and that everything that you want is so good, and everything you want is so good on the way. And not only is it on the way, it's already here, but you have to play this physical game just like everyone else, because you're like, like, you know, the absence of it doesn't trip me out, because I know more than ever. I can step back far enough to see the full picture. I can step back enough, and I can find my happiness no matter what condition I'm in, no matter what the reality says, because reality is a joke. Don't take reality serious. Reality is like a person, but you can't trust anything she says, because she doesn't have the facts. She doesn't know who you really are. Reality is you're depending on reality too much, when that's not what you came to do. You just thought reality would just be this fun thing, but the real thing is the emotion. It's how you feel. It's about how you feel. It's about how you feel. Because when you're talking about why you want your desire, you know what's crazy? You're literally there. You're there on the doors of it. Or like, but that's all you have to do. Because when you talk about why your vibration is pure, and now you remember why you want it. Now you can see yourself there. Now you're in the right place for the imagination, the daydream to download into your mind. Now you're truly there. And then we're saying, like, if you're there and you're not worried about it, because you're like, you know what's crazy? It's like, because sometimes you're like, well, how long do I have to do this stuff for? How long do I have to talk about what I want? How long do I have to do that for? And we're like, well, then you're not really doing the work the way that you're being taught to. Because if you do the work the way that you're being taught to, are you ready for this? Then the timing is irrelevant, because you're having so much fun in the now moment. When you have fun in the now moment, because the emotional improvement is what you're looking for. Because we'll tell you, like, you can observe reality, and you can let reality be the thing that calibrates your frequency. So like, you're like looking around reality. Okay, like what can I feel good? Your emotions, you're using your reality to basically, your reality is tuning your frequency. Reality is tuning your frequency. So when reality tunes your frequency, if your life is pretty good, if you have a pretty good start to life, then you're good. Then you can, you know, slap enough things together, and you can, you know, but you know what's crazy is that, like, a lot of the things that you want, real expansion comes from a place of not having what you want, and it makes you go deeper. It makes you go deeper than anything that you can believe, than anything that you can see. Imagine being born in poverty and wanting to be a billionaire. You can't see that, but you have to learn how to align to that. You have to learn how to match the frequency, and it's really those big desires that really teach you how to, you know, really calibrate, and how to be unconditional in your alignment. Because what we're telling you is that the real power that you have, and the real power that you exhibit, the real power that you can truly harness and you can see results from, is changing how you feel right now. Is reaching for the best feeling thought that you have access to right now. It's talking about why you want your desire. Because when you talk about why you want your desire is in a pure place. There's no resistance, because you're not talking about when is it coming, how is it coming. We're saying leave all that stuff out. Don't talk about the things that you know are giving you resistance. You care too much about how you feel, and you're too sensitive to emotion. You have to leave those things out. Because when we're saying, if you're truly enjoying your desire right now, if you're enjoying your desire, if you feel good about your desire, then the timing doesn't even come across to you. You don't even notice that it's absent, because in your mind it's there, it's alive. You can see, you can taste it, you can enjoy it, and it's actually in your worry. It's in your worry of how long it's taking, when it's going to come. It's your whole conversation about time in general and timing that throws you off your trail more than you know, more than you won't even want to admit. You'll never hear from us that you can have whatever you want, because we know that whatever you want is if life can cause you to ask it, life can provide it for you. Life can provide more than 50 avenues right now that you can take to get there. But we just know that the thing about your vortex is that it's your vortex. No one else can go in there because you have to go in there and perceive it. You have to go in there and perceive it. You have to maintain those higher frequencies because those big desires are on a high frequency. You have to get on the high frequency, and the trick to the higher frequencies is feeling good. Well, maybe we'll call that the video, the trick to higher frequencies, something like that. But the higher frequencies, that's where you need to chill out. You need to spend more time there. And we're like, it's not that hard because if you look at the emotional scale, the highest frequency is bliss. And we're like, you can pretty much, you can get there. But we're like, sometimes you have to forget about the subject that you really want to get to that vortex, to get to those high frequencies. But it doesn't mean that you have to forget about your desires because they're coming, but you just have to feel good about it. That's it. You just have to feel good about your desire. That's literally all you have to do. And if you feel good about your desire, it's coming. And not only is it coming, but it's feeling good to you now. You're happy now. You're not mad that it's not here yet. And when it comes in like a way that not only defies logic, but it's almost better. It's always better than what you want. And it's big too. It's not like one viral video. It's like a slew of videos. Like it's almost like all your videos are viral because that's how the vortex works, because it falls into your lap, because that's how the vortex works. And so just feel good about your desire and think about it. Like, don't you just feel good about your desire? Don't you feel good? Aren't you just like, yeah, I know this. Like, I like, you know, I can step back enough. Can you step back enough with us and be like, yeah, everything's working out for me. Everything's always working out for me. And I feel good about my desires. I really feel good about them. Like in a general sense, I feel good about them. And leave it there, because everyone is saying like, everyone think it's like you're trying to be thought on, but we're like, be emotionally on. Like, talk about emotions first, and then from the emotions, the thoughts that match those emotions will come. It's flipping the script, because you're like, okay, what are the thoughts that I can think that will lead me there? But we're like, what are the emotions that you can feel that will lead you there? Because when you talk about emotions, now you're talking the language of the universe. Now you're talking the language that law of attraction matches you up to. So when you're talking the language that the universe matches you up to with, then the thoughts start coming into your mind. The thoughts of your desire, the thoughts of what to do next start streaming into your mind. It's flipping the script. It's going the easy way about everything. And friends, it's lit. Life on planet Earth is really lit. And you know, you're trying to leave your body, and Source wants to be in your body. So you're really causing this tug of war, because if only you could see this life from the eyes of Source before you even got into this body, you would look at this life and you were like, yo, that sounds like the best thing in the world. That sounds like heaven on earth to me. So here you are, here we are, here we all are, and we're all in this together. And let's just remember that we're on the leading edge. We're on the leading edge, friends, and we got this. We're so good at creating. We know the laws of the universe. We feel good about our desires. We feel good. The timing is irrelevant, because the time, you know what's crazy? The timing always makes you feel bad. It never feels good. It always takes you off of the path of alignment. It always takes you out of the vortex. So I'm enjoying myself now. I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. And you know what's crazy is that, like, I have so many lifetimes. So I'm not even in a rush anymore. I'm just feeling good about everything. I'm feeling good about everything. The absence of my desires doesn't bother me anymore, because I know it's all in gestation. It's all good. I just want to feel good. I just want to be happy. I think I deserve to feel good. I just want so much happiness for myself and satisfaction for myself. I just want to be where I am right now and just be satisfied. That's honestly that's the manifestation that I'm looking for. And if you know what's crazy, like, if I'm standing where I am and I feel satisfied, if I can find thoughts that feel satisfying, if I can be like, yes, I'm doing exactly what I came here to be, if I can feel that true feeling of satisfaction, then I've made it in life. That's the success that I am looking for.